Yo, 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 what's up? What is up? Gonna be doing a couple games, do a Casty cast. Got some new twos that got played, so I figured I'd do them. New twos from SCW, and I saw that SplitterGale played a couple games, and then also Gaemtoss played a couple games, and all the players are good in them, so it'll be nice to see some 2v2 action, most recent 2v2 action that's been going on with some of the best 2s players. So there has been a lot of good players this season, and the season ends. So I'm doing this on Saturday. The season ends tomorrow, Sunday. So we got Kokanee on the Terran here, bottom right, and he is partnered up with Teal Silver Steel, aka Dano, who is on the Protoss. He goes Protoss random. Little Probodub in here. Well, let's just see. This is EQ, and I think this is also Carl, Legend Carl. And then you got SplitterGale right here. So we'll see if some probe bashing happens. I think that's what Dano's going to go for here. Here is a probe coming in here, coming back from Splitter. He's going to go for some probe bashing as well. So we'll see. And you see how these zealots get here a little bit quicker than these got here, and they were a little bit later. So already has some zealots right here ready to help out, and gonna lose one probe right there. Gonna take out a probe here, take out a probe there, take out a probe there. So 2 to 2 on the probes, I think. Yeah, 15-15, maybe 3 each. And you got the cannon rush going in on Kokanee here. He's got some Rhine skis, couple zealots getting attacked, so it's kind of a 1 versus 1. Couple zealots down here. And I like to do Protoss Terran versus Protoss. I think it's pretty fair. And sometimes PP is, I don't know, it's just a lot of zealots and stuff. It's a little different. Got the Firebat up in here doing his thing. Not going to see the cannon rush. See if some medics are on the way. Got a big battle over here, though. Some micro action by Dano, so I think he's going to get the better of this exchange here. So Splitter going to get pushed back, and there is a couple medics in here, 3 medics, so Kokanee going to be okay. And Dano pushing, doing a pretty good job against Splitter, so Dano going to be able to try to box in here. We'll see if this cannon rush catches up to Kokanee here. He is able to hold this off pretty nicely. Splitter getting a simulator. Gonna have a nice position on Dano here to drop. And let's see, I think Kokanee gonna see this now. So there's your engineering bay. Gonna cancel that. Gonna build a bunker ASAP. Rocky, ASAP Ferg. Putting in the work. So gonna build a factory, and it's almost halfway done. A little stim action happening here. Gonna run past, so not the best move by EQ. Don't agree with that one. And here is your blockage, and gonna want to wait out here. Gonna pull the zealots out here. We'll probably lose this, but you just want to have your cannons up. Don't want to get your zealots taken 3 to 1. So here's your cannon rush. Let's see, got a couple cannons in here for EQ. Got a attack coming on EQ from Kokanee, and I think Dano and Kokanee might just attack EQ here. I think that'd be a smart move. Gonna send some zealots in here, and these zealots are gonna go right through this, but these cannons should be able to hold, and there's a decent amount of zealots here, so we'll see what the plan is. This factory is done, and I think he accidentally put a medic in there, and I think he got range already, so just needs to repair this for a little bit. And yeah, it looks like Kokanee gonna say attack EQ here. Siege on the way. 2 tanks on the way. There's your engineering bay. Here comes that attack, and I think Splitter's probably gonna be going for some type of I'm gonna guess Reavers of some sort. Here's your Cyber. Here's a big attack. Your Stim gonna happen. And we'll see if EQ can survive this. And I think he will. He should be fine. He's got 3 cannons back here. He's got 3 up here. 1 just died. Some might go down. We'll see if Kokanee maybe just starts building some bunkers in here or chills out. Maybe just takes out some of these gateways. Keeps these guys chilled back a little bit. A couple more zealots coming down. Dano going with 8 gateways. They keep sending in. Yeah, once these gateways go down, then EQ can't really make any more zealots. So, gonna micro a little bit backwards. This should be getting blasted out. And these zealots are going to help out with the Rhines. EQ doing a pretty good job, though, building a lot of cannons and surviving this pretty nicely. And here is your Reaver. There's your robotics facility, another robotics facility. So Reaver on the way. Dano going to start getting some cannons for his defense. And we'll see if Splitter maybe just uses that Reaver and tries to push out here. Extra command center for Kokanee. And here's that tank rolling in here. So it's going to be a push against time. A press against time. There's a lot of different ways you could say it. And that Probadub doing some work there. Got a nice little kill. So this Reaver should be coming. Here's that siege. Going to probably attack this tank. And going to probably get it. So tank goes down. And waiting for... It's going to be a ton of... I think a lot of Reaver drops are going to come from SplitterGale. So we got another tank rolling in here. And let's see. Going to try to take out this cannon, but I think he's going to pull that out of there. And here's that drop. Sneaking that drop in at 8 minutes. Micro this, and seen players do this. I think Hydra did this in one of my recent games. You take out the cannons, then you can move in your Reavers. So this is going to be bad news for Dano here. Going to have to send in these Zealots to try to help out. And going to probably just keep microing back and forth. And now he can't really put his probes back on his mineral patch, because anytime Splitter can just pick up these Reavers and bring them over and take out some more probes. So we're going to need... Kokanee's going to need to send in some of his Rhineskis to help out. Here comes another shuttle of 2 more Reavers. Probably is going to siege up here. And 4 Reavers is going to be pretty big. Nice little micro from Splitter. Double Reaver. Going to take out the tank right there. And now EQ looks like he is going to bust out of here as well. So going to buy some time. And now Dano at 43 probes. Nice little help out by Kokanee with a turret, and looks like a big drop going to come on Dano here. Going to stim and try to help out. And is this all Reavers? Going to be Reavers right here. Going to try to take out some probes. Took out 10 right there. And going to have to get out of there. So looks like Splitter and EQ are doing pretty good now. And I'm guessing maybe some DT. Oh, DTs are already made by EQ, so smart move right there. And now, oh, nice move here by Kokanee. Going to put the tanks on the side and really kind of block in probably both players. Kokanee might even put a tank right here, take this out as well. So we'll see what happens. And Splitter going to just go with a ton of drops, I think. So I'm going to try to get them all. I hear something. Here's the turrets on the side. So Kokanee playing this one like a boss daddy. Showing you why his Terran is really good. And here comes a drop, another drop. It's a Reaver. Ooh, not going to get a shot. Ooh, not going to get a shot off. So good attempt there, though. And this is what sucks about being in this position, is it's really easy to keep getting dropped. Corsairs are going to keep coming out from Splitter, and I'm sure he's just going to keep dropping a ton. Let's see if he's making, yeah, all Templars. And does have to worry about getting tank drops. So he is open to get a tank drop. Here comes an attack from EQ. This is pretty boxed in. These tanks are going to have a feast like it's Thanksgiving. And yeah, not really going to be able to do anything here. I think EQ's going to have to go for drops as well, because he's completely boxed in here. Going to try to take out that gateway, but that's just not going to happen. So I think EQ will have to somehow bust out of here. Get maybe a bunch of robotics. And here's another drop. Reaver. So 4 Reavers, 3 Reavers. Did he not drop one? 3 Reavers gonna take out some of these turrets. Gonna try to micro them a little bit back and forth. Pick one up, drop one. Gonna take out all of those Dragoons. Take out some more Rhinies. So these guys are doing some work. Gonna lose the one and gonna pick these guys up. And let's see what EQ is up to. He's got all his upgrades. I think he's gonna get, yeah, a couple more robotics. Maybe even just drop a bunch of zealots over here, and then he can go for like a counterattack of some sort. And we'll see if it's gonna be tough for SplitterGale to really kind of bust out as well. He does have this cannon taking this frontal out, but if Kokanee puts some tanks here, he's really not going to be able to bust out. And yeah, just like that, as I say that. So some of these zealots are going to come out. Here's a drop, and a drop right here, and a Reaver. A couple Templars going to come out, and maybe 11 kills. This would have been a good hit right there. Oh, blasty blast right there. So going to take out a decent amount of proba dubs. Down to 34. So now it looks like Splitter and EQ are winning this one right now. All upgrades coming. And I'm going to keep dropping these zealots here to take out these tanks on the side. So smart move right there. Get that DN double D off. DND double D. And a little attack action coming here. So going to take out some of these Reavers. And I don't think Splitter is going to see this. Going to pick up the Reavers, drop them, and micro back and forth. And I'm guessing some more tanks are going to keep getting put here. Little repair action from Cokesters. And these tanks are going to have a field day as well. Already 2 kills. 1 kill, 5 kills. So about 8 kills already. All your upgrades, a couple more robotics. And yeah, I think, let's see. That is exactly what EQ is going to do. So EQ thinks like me, and we got a minor attack coming on Splitter, so gonna have to use a lot of these Templars and a full-on, actually a full-on attack. And yeah, gonna keep dropping these guys over. Gonna need to get speed on his. He is getting speed, so it's almost done. Here's a attack, probably gonna take out the Templar Archives. That'd be a smart move. Gonna get that cannon right there, and some storms are gonna come down. Gonna micro out of here, and here is a bunch of zealots. So gonna maybe just counter attack, I think. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen, and that'll buy enough time for Splitter to survive this. Let's see what his upgrades are. 1 upgrade on attack, and Kokanee got 111 upgrades for EQ for Carl. Coke's got 1 upgrade on his mech. And a couple vessels here, so can detect any DTs. And this attack, gonna have to stack attack. Kokanee already has 8k in the bank, so gonna just get rid of some of these SCVs. Doesn't really care about them. And he did try to build a little frontal here. A couple cannons coming in here. Gonna keep dropping more and more. Might just fly this all the way over instead of just dropping them in. And yeah, these tanks. Here comes that drop. Gonna probably take out some of these turrets, and these cannons might save the day for Kokanee right here. There is some Templars in here, and gonna get about 15, 17 or so kills. So this game is turning out to be pretty sick so far. I like it. I like it. No upgrades for Dano at this time, and Splitter gonna just keep building up, get a ton of drops. It's kind of what you do. And Kokanee's base is not that well organized, so might have to get some more factories over here. He does have 3, 4. He's got 8 factories. There's a droppity drop on Dano. And Kokanee's been telling him to... Gonna stack attack on his own cannon right there. Kokanee's been telling him to get an expo, which he has lacklusterly been doing. But it's kind of tough. Here's a huge drop. And... ooh, might lose his main here. Going to go. He's down to 33 probes. There's going to be a storm. I think that got in storm. I don't think so. No storm action. And it looks like Kokanee and Dano are starting to kill. Starting to kill SplitterGale here. So SplitterGale with that huge drop down to 159 supply. Dano's pretty broke though. And we'll see if, yeah, we're gonna have a huge Archon drop from EQ. I think maybe just drop right here onto Dano. I think that'd be a good move. Could maybe just drop right here, sneak it in the corner, maybe something like that. This is a lot of gateways from Splitter, so I think Splitter will be okay. He's got a decent amount of Templars as well, as long as he uses these storms. And Kokanee's playing this one really nicely, maxed out, and gonna have probably, yeah, his 1-1 upgrades, building some turrets in here. Here's that big drop. So gonna try to drop on Kokanee. So actually I like this move. Some tanks pulling back though, and this is gonna be a huge drop on Kokanee. Already pulling his SCVs, so they're all gone. So it's just gonna be a matter of, can he take out the main, and he's gonna maybe just drop it right here and just go for a full-on attack right here, knowing that his partner can probably survive this as long as no more units come from Kokanee. And I think Splitter will be able to survive this. So I like this attack right here. Archons are beastly, but there are a lot of cannons here, so that is a great move by Dano right there. Starting to expo right now at 47 probes. And going to use these Reavers here. A couple shuttles over here. Some storms going to come down. And Archon, 5 kills being a beast. Guy's going to get smoked. And yeah, so going to survive this. So Splitter going to survive. And is this a potential? Maybe just going to drop. Getting rid of, I think, maybe these shuttles. So fake drop. And these Reavers are really helping out. Maybe some, maybe an Arbiter will come soon. Another drop getting queued up from EQ. A lot of times, and actually, here's a drop right here. So 2 Templars in here. Going to pull it over. And not going to get the storm off. So, oh, it's going to get the storm off, but not going to get many kills right there. So, and Splitter just going to build a ton of cannons just so he survives. And Kokanee is basically, he is maxed out. Dano is pretty broke. He's at 90 supply. So we'll see what the next move is for Splitter and EQ here. I think EQ should get, I mean, he's got 10k in the bank. He's got 2k in gas. You want to try to get at least 5 robotics facilities. But 3 is pretty good. So gonna get rid of some of his probes, so smart move there. And actually just gonna go on the attack. It might break out. So EQ's been playing this one like a boss. And here's that drop. Gonna pull the probodubs. And not gonna get a storm out. Not gonna get a Templar. And yeah, here's your expo. So Dano gonna start keeping this expo. We'll see if Splitter and EQ maybe find it, but I don't think they're really looking at all. These 3 guys have been chilling here. Don't want to go into battle at all. And going to drop the Reavers here and take out all these tanks. And now I think Splitter is going to be able to come out on the attack here. And they might just try to attack this middle right here. Both players Splitter. But there is a lot of cannons here, so still has to get through all those cannons. Going to use these Reavers right here, start pushing out. And Kokanee going to send some more tanks over here. And let's get that volume up a little bit. So making it really hard to break out here. These cannons here, and a bunch of tanks. So I'm guessing 2-1 upgrades. Yeah, there's your 2-1 upgrades. These Reavers are working out, so we'll be able to bust out of here, I think. And we'll see if another drop comes. Yeah, already coming. So gonna drop this one on Dano here, and good pathway. Ooh, I don't think he had it hotkeyed. Sometimes you want to hotkey them 5 and 6. So you just hit 5T, 6T. Makes it super fast. The T is right next to for Storm. And 5 and 6 are right next to that T. That's why it's easy. Yeah, these guys are going to be absolutely killing it. It'd be cool if you could recall your own players' tanks. So Dano, if he had an Arbiter, he could recall these inside here. So looks like, I think they're just going to go for an attack on Splitter here. Got this tank out here, and EQ going to try to bust out here. Going to go for another drop. They do need to scout this Expo because the Expo is basically going to win the game, I think. And going to get a nice storm right there. And slowly breaking out of here, but these cannons, there's just so many cannons here. I'm guessing EQ has pretty good upgrades right now. 2-1-2. Bunch of Archons. So I think Splitter's just going to go for a massive, trying to just go for a massive drop. I think that would have been the best choice, to just go for a huge Reaver drop right here instead of going down here. And huge tanks coming in here. Another drop, going to try to take out this tank right here. And building some cannons over here. We'll see, maybe an Arbiter will come from EQ here. And a huge drop on all these tanks is going to happen with these Archons, I think. And we'll see if that happens. I don't think, is there not a lot of, are they not fit, yeah, I guess they're not filled up. So keep dropping the Zealots here, keep trying to attack here, but it's just getting really hard to bust out here. And Dano's got some minerals now. He's got 73 probes, so he's going to be able to keep making this. They need to keep trying to drop Dano, and EQ's been trying to drop more than Splitter. Here's a drop from Splitter, and it's gonna be a huge Archon drop, I think. Nice storm right there, but still they don't know about the Expo, and I think this drop got killed, or it's right here. Some scans coming down. Need to find this Expo right here. If they can get this Expo, I think they can win this game. So here comes a drop on Kokanee, and Kokanee usually hotkeys his SCVs pretty good, and pulling some of them, but I don't think he is pulling any of them right now because it's kind of a fake drop right there. And 2-3 upgrades for his tank, so these guys are going to be crushing it. Here are 2 Arbiters and another drop coming from EQ. Might just drop right here and just try to take out, yeah, going to try to take out a lot of these turrets. So smart move here by EQ. All these players are really, really good. I think a bunch of turrets might come down or something like that. Nice little defensive matrix. But EQ is basically locked in here, and we'll see if Dano starts dropping. He's got some shuttles here. Here comes the turrets, and a huge recall I think is going to happen from Splitters. Another drop now. So trying to bust out here, but just not going to be able to. And here's that drop again. 2 Templars in here, and Kokanee gonna lose. I think he lost about 20 or so of his SCVs, but not too bad. And they're just gonna keep trying to push SplitterGale right here. Splitter has a bunch of Reavers, and there isn't a drop, so they might find this Expo pretty soon. I think they might. I think Splitter and EQ might know about it now, so we'll see if they try to drop that. Another 2 more Arbiters, so a total of 4 Arbiters here, and there is a vessel here, so going to be able to see all the cloaked units. And this Reaver slowly trying to work his way in here, going to take out that cannon, and we'll see if a recall comes down right here. So that would be a good move to try to recall the... Ooh, this guy got in pretty far, so gonna take out some Probodobes right there. There's a lot of Probodobes over here, and I don't know if Splitter and EQ saw Dano move all of these probes, so they don't really know. Here comes a drop, a huge drop. They just keep the drops coming, and a lot of units in here. Gonna just drop them right here, but there's gonna be a ton of tanks here, but this is a lot of zealots, so these guys are kind of getting stuck a little bit. Did he try to start building a he tried to start building a pylon and start cannon rushing in here, so I like it. Here's a drop coming on EQ, and he's gonna pull some of his probes. Gonna get a nice storm off, and EQ gonna be down to 25 Probodubs. Here's another drop, or a recall, and gonna take out some of the probes, but still at 56. Most of his probes are over here, so Dano with the Expo gonna save the day right now. So and Kokanee gonna start building some more factories in a different base. I think EQ has all 323 upgrades, and we'll see what Splitter does here. His time is running out as they keep pushing in a little bit closer and closer. Some zealots coming in here, a lot more units, and Dano is at 172 supply, so he can start making some maybe dragoons or some sort. Here comes a drop, and gonna get a nice storm on Kokanee. He's gonna drop down to all the way 25 SCV, so he's got 6K and 4K, so he can maybe make a huge, massive army. Nice little stasis right there. Yeah, just not gonna be able to bust out of here. Needs to just keep dropping and taking out, keep dropping and taking out as much as you can, because this is not gonna be able to bust out of here. And Splitter's not gonna be able to survive this, I don't think. Needs to maybe try to recall on top of this if he can. Here is a vessel coming and a little expo from EQ. Got another drop coming from EQ and a Templar in there. And I think he's got a Templar in, just one Templar here. So gonna pull the SCVs and not really gonna get a storm off, I don't think. So here comes that vessel. This one's gonna unstasis in probably 2 seconds. Unless it just got stasis again. I think it maybe did. And nice little EMP there from Kokanee. It's not looking good for Splitter. These tanks are getting closer and closer. Gonna have to maybe try to recall on these tanks. We'll see. Does have enough for a recall. Did a stasis right there, and we'll see if some scans come down. Yeah, a scan coming right away. So the vessels are needed, but they're not necessary. So Splitter at 125 supply, so really getting low. And here comes a drop, another drop, and Kokanee at 193 supply. He's gonna keep making SCVs. He's got some tanks back here, so I don't know if this drop's gonna get off. Gonna drop right here, but he's got so many tanks, and these cannons really helped out. Gonna pull his SCVs anyways. And I think a little, did an EMP come down? No, okay. So, but Splitter's still surviving. Some more tanks coming in. There's some Dragoons. Actually, a lot of Dragoons. And Dano doesn't have any upgrades. He needs to get upgrades. That's huge. And getting closer and closer to Splitter's main here. And here comes a drop from Dano. Gonna take out some of the probe adobes. There's the one storm. Only took out 4, so maybe he got, oh, he might have got a little bit more than that. So I think he got maybe 20. So here comes another drop from EQ. EQ keeps dropping, but Splitter's not looking good, and Splitter got dropped, I think, or all his probes got smashed. Trying to go for some carriers. Nice storm right here. So Kokanee down to 23 SCVs, but Splitter is basically dead here, so nothing really that Splitter can do anymore. I think that's going to be the GG. EQ did a pretty good job, kept trying to drop as much as he could. Here comes another drop from Dano, and there's the GG. Gonna land that storm right there. Maybe not. So good game right there, and I'll do one more. Just doing a couple chill games. This one actually turned out to be a really good game. So this one we got EQ's in this one again. We got Breakz. He's been on my channel before. And then we have Hydra and Gaemtoss. So for this one, WKD, which is going to be this person right here. This is Gaemtoss. It's got a sick 2v2 player. He's partnered up with EQ, aka Carl. Carl was in the last game. He was down here. And then this is going to be Hydra, I'm guessing. Yeah, so Hydra is going to be on the Zerg, saving up some larvae here, I think, and he's going to probably build a pool right now. And then nice little blockage here, so he's going to probably put a creep colony here, Make a second. Here is your scouts coming out. And Breakz is going to get that forge, and they're going to try to cannon in, I'm sure, the Terran as well as the Protoss. So both players going to know they're scouted. EQ and Gaemtoss going to know they're scouted. And I don't know Gaemtoss's name, and I think this guy's name is Gus. There's like a Huss and a Gus. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure Breakz is Gus, but so this is going to be finishing up, and going to use this SCV. Maybe build a, see if a bunker comes down here from Gaemtoss. Just has one Rhineski on the way. A couple probes getting pulled right here. The Zerglings are going to be coming out pretty soon. Trying to micro, going to pull a couple more SCVs. Here's your cannons coming out. If this does finish, then I don't think this is going to, I don't know if they're going to be able to box in both players here, so I don't think it's going to work. Here's your Zerglings, and yeah, going to be okay here. Here's a depot, so smart move there by Gaemtoss. Here's your Zerglings and one Rhine in here. Going to use these guys to kind of micro a little bit, and this one's going to try to box in the Protoss at least, but the Terran is going to be able to come out and maybe help his partner. Going to cancel one, using these SCVs nicely, just playing off of two racks right now, trying to cannon in the Protoss EQ right here, and these SCVs are making it really tough. I like the micro from Gaemtoss. Here comes a Rhineski in here. He's gonna micro around. Ooh, nice little juke action, and going back and forth. This is some epic stuff right here. Hydra trying to make it happen with these Zerglings, and these cannons are going to come down, and now going to try to cannon rush this bunker right there. So might even be able to cancel this cannon. And the only thing is Breakz used all of his money on cannon rushing, and Gaemtoss is going to keep moving out and make sure he doesn't stay boxed in. He's going to get a gas, and he'll probably go right into a factory. So we'll see some annoyance from Hydra with his Zerglings. I'm guessing he might just go around, get some scouty action. Has two hatcheries here. Doesn't have any any creep colonies of any sort. Gonna pull back into the bunker, and let's see, this is 6 Rhines and a decent amount of Zerglings, and I think this will be okay. So not going to be able to bust out here. These Zerglings are going to save the day. A couple more cannons coming down. Here is a gateway getting some gas, so I'm guessing Breakz might get a cyber right away. So a lot of Zerglings coming from Hydra here, and he might try to do a kind of flank action right here. Got these guys hotkeyed, probably. And a couple more gateways coming down. So 4 gateways, not the best placed. A little turrets action, and then a little turrets action right there. And these cannons, nice little micro here from Gaemtoss. And we'll see if a full-on attack happens on Gaemtoss. He's getting an academy and a gas coming from Hydra. Hydra's playing some pretty nice. Been making a lot of Zerglings, and he's still been able to macro up a little bit. He's getting a sunken, and here comes a full-on attack. But I think, yeah, I think Gaemtoss is gonna be okay, and EQ gonna build some cannons for his partner, and gonna get some cannons for himself. And here is the gas, and I think Breakz, he's got enough gas for 2 robotics facilities. So we'll see if he makes maybe a double robotics. Getting some cannons over here, so I think he's getting these cannons for himself kind of as well. And here comes a full-on attack on Gaemtoss, but gonna have to pull back here. We'll see if a Hydraless Den comes down, or if Hydra goes with we'll see if he goes with maybe Mutas or some sort. Doing a nice job pushing these cannons back. Gonna probably take out this cannon, and gonna take out that cannon, so making it really hard to really keep cannon pushing. Gaemtoss is gonna go with an extra command center. Here is a Citadel, and I'm guessing a facility is going to get made any second. There is an overlord here, so going to get some vision. Might be able to see that there is no gas. We'll see if Hydra moves this around and sees that there is no gas. If you know there's no gas, and you can build even more cannons here and really try to 2 versus 1 the Terran. So five barracks, so really going to go with a big mass, little stim action, and trying to push out. So both teams trying to take over the middle, and a couple Sunkens going to get put down from Hydra. Going to put some Sunkens back here as well, and might lose this Overlord. We'll see if Gaemtoss sees it, and going to have to cancel that hatchery right there. So a big attack. I think he ran these past. So nice move right there by EQ. So it's going to be a huge 2-on-1. Going to take out the Hydra this time. A couple Hydras coming out. And this is going to be tough for Hydra to survive this. Going to lose this Hydra this den. Might just run up all the way into the corner. Seen that happen with a lot of players. A lot of teams will do that. And Sunkens just keep coming down to Hydra this den. Going to block this. Super smart move there by Hydra. I like it. And there's your triple from EQ, but this isn't looking good for Hydra. A couple more Sunkens coming down, though. Looking like he will survive this. And, yeah, going to survive this somehow. So, super smart move by putting that there, blocking this so none of the units could have ran up here. So, I like that. And the lair is there. That rhymes. Ton of some building in the middle. Oh, so maybe that's where those zealots came from. Or he ran them past. I don't know. Here's your triple, though. Triple Templar Archives. We'll see if a drop comes from Breakz anytime soon. He's got some DTs in here. And going to maybe take this out. We should be able to get that killed. And then he could maybe kill... he could probably take that out as well. And we got an attack on Hydra again. So it's basically... Hydra's kind of 1 versus 2 him for a little bit while he waits for his partner to get these drops off. If Breakz can get a nice drop off, here's a DT that's going to help out a lot. We'll see if the scan comes down. It probably won't come down for a little bit. This thing's going to keep eating right here. And feasting right here. This guy's got probably 8 kills, 9 kills. So we'll see if Breakz is just getting his robotics facility. So I think he should have got that robotics facility. He should have got at least 2 of those a while ago. He's going to get 2 right now. He's just going with DTs at the moment. DT in here. But I think I saw Gaemtoss say he did have a vessel on the way. And he is going to have that vessel. And here's some more cannoning coming from Breakz. Trying to cannon for his partner. So a smart move here by Breakz. Build some cannons for his partner. So Hydra can kind of build up. And some lurkers on the way for Hydra as well. So really nice. I hear something going off this guy. Nice little turret action right there. Gonna deter that Overlord. And some DTs up in here. There is a cannon, so smart move there. And nice scan right there. So I like the cannon right there. Smart move there by EQ. All these players are so good. These guys are gonna run right into this. Oh, they're actually gonna get pulled back. So nice move. Might siege up and just try to start pushing right here. They're gonna siege. And there is a DT. Scan coming down. Ooh, that guy got a lot of kills. Hydra gonna have to pull back right here. These facilities should be close. Little setting this engineering bay to get some vision. See exactly what the tech is for from Breakz here. And they're gonna try to start moving in on Hydra. Hydra gonna try to get a choke. This is a sick game. I'm loving it. And gonna lose some of these guys. Gonna try to keep them over here so they can kind of attack Hydra. Hydra's got a hive on the way and a drop. Probably going to start coming from EQ. He's getting he has a Dragoon here and a Stargate. So Breakz is going to keep trying to build some cannons, I'm guessing. And now we got a huge attack on Hydra. He's going to build some more sunken colonies. And the way Hydra holds this, I could see him playing a non-choke Zerg in 1 versus 1. I think he'd be pretty good at it. Has 5 hatcheries here. You're going to have to... These DTs are really helping out. I don't think they've been detected. 8 kills total between these two, and they're going to help out some more. And a couple more Hydra's going to get help out right here for Hydra. But the mass is just going to keep coming. I'm guessing speed is... Ooh, EQ I think forgot speed. So we'll see. He needs to get speed for his Zealots here. It's going to be huge. And I think Gaemtoss is going to have to start pushing. He's putting some cannons here to try to push this out. And I'm guessing Hydra's just going to try to get a Defiler as soon as possible. Using these Rhines to try to make sure there's access to get into the base right here. I don't want to miss any drops. I think a drop is getting queued up. And some cannons right here. But a huge attack coming on Hydra. These lurkers are kind of going to save the day. And nice placement on the Sunkens. A couple more lurkers getting made. They're going to try to... it looks like Breakz is going to try to build some cannons for his partner. And there is a vessel out. And here is a possible drop. Gaemtoss has a pretty decent amount of defense for drops. Here is a Reaver. And going to drop it. And going to try to get a shot off. Reavers can tank for a little bit, but not going to be able to get a shot off there. And Gaemtoss is going to start pushing in the middle. These guys are going to be nicely placed right here. Sometimes you want to put up like one here, one here, one here, one here. But that takes like time, so sometimes it's just easier to do it that way. Defiler mound, and yeah, they're trying to push here, and then they're going to try to attack Hydra, I think. We'll see if a drop comes from Breakz here. Making some more gateways. And this was a smart move here by EQ. And he even built a Nexus out here. So he can keep making Probodubs. And here's that drop from Breakz. We'll see if it gets called out. He's going to see, EQ's going to see it. There's your storm, or your Templar is going to storm down here. Nice storm right there. Taking out, maybe he took out 10 or 15. Here's a Irradiate on Hydra. And going to have Burrow. So he did upgrade Burrow. And going to have to get some Spore Colonies here. And we've seen Hydra do this to everybody else. And now he's getting it done to him. And it's kind of sucks being in this spot. And nice little Irradiate on the vessel. And we got a middle attack trying to take over this full-on middle right here. So getting flanked. Hydra is at 25 drones, so he's pretty broke. And oh, I heard a drop possibly. Here it is. And gonna lift up and going to lose a good amount of his SCVs. Gaemtoss is, and we got an attack coming on Breakz here. So Breakz is gonna get attacked. So I like this move right here. And we'll see if Gaemtoss just stays here and tries to hold. And I'm guessing EQ's gonna start dropping Breakz while he's inside of his base right here. And gonna remove those guys. Hydra gonna try to come out, and nice little Defiler swarm action right there. Gonna try to help out his partner. We'll be able to push out here with these Defilers. And this burrowing the Defiler, smart move there by Hydra. And this is just such high level 2s right here. I mean, these guys are all super good. And trying to push in here, gonna keep making the cannons. Has these vessels here, gonna keep probably irradiating Hydra, Gaemtoss will, and here's some Goliaths. And the swarms are gonna keep coming out. Gonna probably move these guys out. These guys are gonna get blasted, or actually can't see them. So we'll see if a drop comes down. And here's a drop coming on Hydra. And gonna move his drones. Gonna lose some. He's got 40 still, and I think, did he pick up? No, he didn't. So we'll see if a drop comes on Breakz. I think Breakz needs to try to drop EQ. EQ's pretty easy to drop right now. So you can just fly in right over here. And here's a drop coming from EQ. Going to try to sneak it in. We might just move these Dragoons in here. We'll see. And going to get that storm off. And take out all the Probodubs down to 17. So absolutely murking Breakz right there. Here comes another attack. And EQ probably going to start getting upgrades. That's one thing he's pretty good at, is getting upgrades, I've noticed. So, and Gaemtoss is going to try to control Hydra while he can, while EQ kind of 1v1s Breakz here. And going to take out those vessels nicely. And Hydra trying to push out here, but it's just too hard because there's just so many units here. Firebats, a transition into Firebats. And a drop coming on EQ, taking out a decent amount of his probes, so he's down to 39. So Good job there by Breakz. But both Breakz and EQ are low on probes. And Breakz is the lowest. So 26 and Hydra's pretty low. We'll see. I think just Gaemtoss is just going to keep this hold for a while. And has a tank right here. So smart move here. Going to take out these spores. And this is where you can just kind of abuse. And I wouldn't be surprised if Gaemtoss makes like 3 or 4 more starports. Just to make a ton more vessels. Got the fire bats in here. Here comes a droppity drop. EQ is a good dropper. I think he's gotten better too. As I say that, I mean, he's always dropping. Doesn't land them all, but. And this is not looking good for Hydra here. Gonna irradiate the defilers. Gonna put down the swarm. And yeah, nothing really Breakz can really do here. You get to see how good Hydra is at holding with the Zerg. I think Breakz needed to go with more drops earlier on. If you could have dropped the Protoss. That's the one thing you want to try to drop the Protoss. Get the Protoss broke so they can't keep making cannons. And gonna slowly push in here, and I think this might be the GG real soon. EQ's basically maxed out, and so is Gaemtoss. So moving these tanks in, 1-1 upgrades on the tanks. 1-0-1 upgrades. Here comes a drop from EQ. He just keeps the drops coming. Nothing in it though. And even building a pylon in here. Gonna start building some turrets. Trying to break out here. I'm guessing Gaemtoss will probably put some tanks on the hill. And there's the GG. So going to win that one. So hope you guys like the games. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.